Hi, I'm Susan Rowlen, psychic medium. I've been doing this going on 43 years. And we're here at this location with Dave Olson, Matt, and Ryan with Chicago Paranormal Investigators. Thank you for having me. This is a great place to see what unfolds. So let's go for it. This is a good one. It's not the food, obviously, it's the spirits, but that's what I'm getting. So this poor guy who put money into this, when you're in a place that's severely interrupted with entities, and so you've got people that are eating in this restaurant and all of a sudden they're not feeling good, they're not happy anymore, they stop laughing, they get headaches and they feel like nauseated. And this poor guy who owns this restaurant, he got the bad end of the stick. What I got was down there. You want to start down there?
Yeah.
I think I'd like to work that way up.
Sure.
They're letting me do it, so that's a good thing. They're letting me do it. So this is a lot of entities here. This whole wall, nothing but spirits here. You've got bad guys here, bad people, but mostly men. That's what I'm getting. And you've got a lot of men that are very cynical. So you've got entities here. It's a difference between spirit and evil. So you've got a lot of disturbed minds here. Unfortunately, this is where a lot of the things took place. A lot of urination, a lot of, people not caring, a lot of vulgarity, a lot of fights here. There was a lot of fights here. So you've got a lot here with mental illness and a lot of anger here. This is where, I don't know, holding cell, whatever you want to call this, I don't know. I just feel like there was a lot of activity here. It's here and then there. I can tell you right now, it's here. I can feel it. As soon as I walked in, my head started hurting. So that tells me that there's a lot of mental illness when my head hurts. You get a bad headache, it's bad energy, but it's also telling me there's a lot of people who had problems with their mind. So this is everything that I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of disturbance, a lot of fights, a lot of brawls, a lot of, this is what I'm getting here. Okay, so this is the room that's not a great room. So if you follow here, and I was telling Ryan, I actually saw some faces on the wall. Here's another face that I see. But sometimes I see them and nobody else sees them, but I actually had 3 faces on that wall that appeared right in there.
I'm assuming this area is still part of lockup.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
It was. Okay, they just divided it. All of this was one big thing, but on this side of the wall is not good, and I've got a lot of disturbing faces on this wall. This wall tells me a lot. This whole thing tells me a lot, and they're very cynical, man. They're just not nice. Sorry. They don't mind that I'm here. Go figure that one. I think they want their stories told. They're very earthbound. They have not crossed into the light. If they were in the light, you'd have peace. I feel this could be part of it too. Okay, I can tell you already, he split this up. I think that this is also part of lockup. And I keep getting sliding doors here and security here.
Yeah, it's probably them heavy, usually lockup has these heavy cell doors to even enter.
Yes.
You gotta get buzzed in or
Yes. No,
She was right.
Well, I was assigned 17 as a supervisor, sergeant. I also, prior to that, I came and I worked cases when I was a detective assigned to Area 5. I remember the lockup to be in this particular area. This has changed quite a bit. I'm not too sure exactly how many cells, 4 or 5 possibly cells. I remember as the lockup being in this particular area back here. There was just the lockup door itself, the huge lockup doors that they had, the cage type doors.
Oh, yeah.
The lockup doors would have been, again, I believe it was right around this particular area.
Oh, I got a lot of heavy activity here. But I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of horrible activity here. I don't. I feel busy here. Like it's busy. My head's hurting again. Okay, so there was something here. But I feel, even if it wasn't a lockup here, I feel that the people were horrible here. Why are you laughing?
No, it could be, this area could have been used by some tough guys.
I know they did. That's where they did their...
Could be.
Listen, Chicago-style cops, I liked them back in the day. They got things done. Now everything's so political, you can't do this to somebody. But
You okay, Ryan?
you get that. but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel that this is what they did behind closed doors that nobody knew.
We were thinking this is where plainclothes officers, the tactical officers, their offices were here.
But there was like a holding cell for somebody. And that I can definitely tell you was here.
In some of the stations, the older stations, they do have an attack office, a holding type cell.
One.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
And going down this area, I believe this was the TAC office.
Oh, down here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'll follow
Straight,
you.
yeah.
I'll follow you. I don't know where
Okay.
my way around is. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Careful. Heavy. It's all heavy here. You got so much here.
I'm sure
You're gonna get a lot of activity with your equipment down here. I don't know if there were lockers down here, or if there were, like, there were lockers where the people could be. I feel like there were things here that, I just feel like this was a place where the police could come and just put their stuff down here. That's what I'm getting.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is like there's, your guy's personal space where you would come down here and be human. Okay. I don't see anything horrible here. Energy is just it's still strong, but nothing.
I felt this was maybe be a busy place. This hallway.
This hallway
area.
is, but you're getting from here up there. It's coming down. That's why you're getting it. Not that anything bad happened here.
Yeah, down the stairs, this front portion of the building here, which was open, this was actually where roll call was held in this front area here. And the rest of the space basically had the male and female lockers down here.
But all on this side.
Well, this is the roll call room, and I'm thinking this area back here were the lockers, male and female.
Oh, back this way?
Correct.
Okay.
And you had a lot of belligerent drunks. So much drinking here. I feel lots of booze. And that's what I'm seeing too. So you get a lot of hotheads here. You have a lot of different emotions, but they're hotheads. I don't know how else to say it. They're very angry. But that's what I'm getting. Ooh. Just got a wind. Right in here. Right in here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going in, guys. Let me in. Well, you're gonna think I'm crazy. I see stabbings and I see a possible hanging. And I'm not kidding.
Here or within?
Within here and within there. I do. So I am telling you, I'm saying anybody got killed, but there were injuries here. I feel lots of stab wounds, lots of fighting. I see blood. Do I see anybody get killed? No, but it was just enough for it to happen. This was a busy place. As small as it is, it's busy.
Stabbings on the property?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit. Somebody comes in, they got something. It was just different back then. This whole area. Oh. You're gonna pick up not just men here, but I feel that there's one woman here who's very sad. You're going to get a woman's voice when you pick it up. You're going to get a female voice. I keep seeing her, and she is just so incredibly sad.
Is she an officer? A female officer that was here? Or?
I don't see her in officer clothes. I see her in civilian clothes. But she's so incredibly sad. So I don't know what her connection being here is. I don't know what the reason is, but all I hear is her crying. And she's around in this vicinity.
Down here, not up?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, she's not up there. She's down here. But she's so incredibly sad. I wouldn't be surprised if you got a female's voice on your stuff. but it's very powerful. So she doesn't know where to go, and she's just very sad. She's just a very sad soul, and she's crying and she's crying and she's crying. So I feel it's out of a loss, and she just went crazy. I don't know. She never recovered from it. She's very broken. That's all I can. She's very sad. She will not go into the light. She's Mr. Light anyway. You only get the light for 72 hours from your cremation, memorial, or your funeral. Then the light gets dimmer, dimmer, dimmer. You lost the light. So whenever you have an earthbound spirit that you know and you want to send them to the light, tell them to go to the nearest funeral home and tap into somebody else's light, because that light isn't exclusive for anybody.
You see anyone in uniform, or get any names of any officers that worked here or passed
I
here?
keep getting the name Stanley.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that or if you heard. You don't know anybody that used to work here.
No.
He was a thinner man, lighter hair. Stanley.
It was definitely an officer.
Very much so.
Okay.
So obviously he's passed. Now, I'll give you a little thing. When you start feeling sick or not feeling great, it's time. They're telling you, move on. Okay?
Okay.
Don't overstay your welcome, because that's how they think here. They're ruling here. It isn't you. It isn't the guy who owns this. All he has is in paper that he owns it. They own this. They were crazy in life. They're crazy in death because they're earthbound. They haven't gone through the light. You go through the light, you're different. I feel that there's 2 to 3 that are just evil.
Just bad people in life? Yeah.
I pointed it out to Ryan that on that one slab of stainless steel, they were coming out. And I'm like, ooh, horrible.
Okay.
The other ones, just not good ones. Like I said, you had a lot of alcoholics. You know, they didn't care, you know?
Yeah.
They just did stupid stuff and they
But-
weren't thinking. I think you guys are relatively safe for a while to do your investigation, but then after a while, if you guys don't feel good, wrap it up, go.
Okay.
I'm serious, don't push it.
Right before we came in here, when you just passed me, when I was by the elevator, I was feeling sick. Like I had to
Okay.
throw up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when you have something bad, then wrap it up, spend time, but don't be here all night. I know a lot of your stuff, you're here all night, and I love the way you get your stuff, but this one, no. Sage yourselves before you go home. You have sage?
Yeah.
Sage. Sage the inside of your car too, because it keeps them from coming home and following you. I feel this was another division. This is another floor of a different division. Okay, just so you know. So there was definitely desks here, equipment here. You come up, there was a different, I don't know what kind of a division it was, but it was different than the one downstairs.
Yep.
Would you say that's correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't think anything bad is here. It's all downstairs. This is okay. This is, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get a lot of activity here. This is fine. This is okay. I mean, you can put your cameras and see.
We just put one up here,
I
so
put
we
just
felt
for
the
the
same
heck of
way.
it, but I just don't get anything horrible here.
But we still have spirits up here,
You've got spirits in the whole building.
the whole building. So
Yep.
it's just,
The whole building, they occupy it. But this is not something that they like. They're all gravitated to the main floor. Yeah, I definitely see that. So interesting though. But yeah, no, I'm not getting, this is kind of nice. If I had to be in this building, I'd probably be here.
On the second floor was the administrative offices. Commander's office was actually in this particular corner. There was the administrative sergeant, and then the other administrative personnel were up here as well. It was more of an open space.
Open space, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of rooms up here right now, and this is totally changed.
Okay.
But that was the layup out here.